Hi guys, this is Vysh. So we have done all the papers GS1, GS2, GS4 in two parts, the theory and the case studies. And in detail, I think it's the most comprehensive thing which you will get on the YouTube also now. Every question I've gone through personally, all the 5 years questions last 2013 to 2017, and in detail I have told you the trend, how it's increasing, how it is decreasing, what you need to focus, which books to buy for each paper. Okay, so all these things have been covered. Now the final paper GS3, okay, which is again very important and very dynamic also. So that we are going to analyze now. Okay, the question trend answers anyway I told you, Arihan publication book, you can take it and just read it, okay, and follow the current affairs. So GS2, GS3 going to be very dynamic, and the current affairs is going to play the major role. Okay, how much ever books you learn, how much ever materials you learn, current affairs, if you are not strong, you cannot write a good answer for GS2 and GS3. Okay, that's the first point. Then here, as you see in the screen, PPP, okay, public-private partnership, and FDI, okay, both has been asked 3 times at least, okay, 3 times in the last 5 years. So you know now, like, that is important. Again, questions I'll show you, and I'll show you as usual the segregation under subsections. Okay, even though we have syllabus and bullet points and all, I always take it into a new level with the questions basis. Okay, based on the questions, I'll segregate it into subsections. So we'll see that. So GS3, okay. So this is the summary of the syllabus, 250 marks paper again, technology, economic development, biodiversity, environment, security, and disaster management. Here I will tell you one thing, environment and biodiversity, it is not coming pure environment question, okay, only I think climate change related questions are coming, but the pure environment or animals or plants or anything ecology, anything which you learn for actual environment for prelims, nothing has come in the last 5 years, okay. But security, disaster management, repeatedly every year question will come. Economics also, it's not the pure economics which you learn for prelims. It is again maybe budget related, 1 or 2 questions have come, not too much, but it has come. But it's all related to, I think, this FDI, investment, infrastructure, ports, railways, roadways. These are the things which is being asked, okay. And the energy sector is there. For energy, every year 1 question is coming, okay, coal or solar or wind energy. Okay, I'll show you that. Technology also, science, medical, biotech, nanotech, robotics, at least one question have come. Okay, it's not like every year, but it has come. Okay, so we'll analyze that, but before that, detailing into the syllabus also we'll do. So if you see here, it's going to be very huge. Okay, so if you see the first is Indian economy, resources. Okay, resources is very much important. I actually missed it. Resources like agriculture and industry. Okay, that is the maximum number of questions are coming from these 2 areas. One is agriculture, one is industry. At least 2 or 3 questions every year. That is about 50 marks of your paper is agriculture and industry. Okay, I think more than 50. Okay, 75 marks at least. Agriculture, industry, energy. Okay, it will come. Inclusive growth, again 20 to 25 marks will come. Okay, inclusive growth, financial inclusion, jobless growth, employment, and all those things. Budgeting, again maybe a 10 marker can come. Okay, then cropping pattern. Okay, this is what I told. This section is the most important, and I have seen maximum number of questions coming from this. Okay, this and this. Okay, this 2 section, next 2 bullet points. This agriculture, minimum support price, food subsidy, food security, food processing. Okay, food processing will come here. Food processing also, I think every year one question has come, but not essentially in this paper. In this paper, I think at least last 3 years it has come. Okay, then land reforms in India, again under agriculture you can put. Then this liberalization and all, once or twice question has come. Infrastructure, energy, like I told, every year at least 1 question is there. Airport in the recent 2017 also, I think airport related question came. Investment models also once or twice it came. Science and technology, as I told, robotics will be there once it came. Nanotech it came. Biotechnology, I think it is yet to come. And IT, space also, last year 2017 I think 2-3 space missions it came. Even in the GS1 paper, Juno mission was asked. Okay, so space also it's gaining importance. Pollution, not much, but yes, it has come, question has come. Disaster, again disaster, every year one disaster will come, and it need not be from the news. Okay, they can pick up any disaster and ask you. And again next is, I think, again important, this left-wing extremism, terrorism, security forces, border forces, organized crime, everything, definitely 1 or 2 questions every year will come. Okay, so these are very important things which are I highlighted. Okay, now when you see the questions anyway you will understand, but have these things in mind. Okay, which is important, which is not important, which is frequent, which is not frequent. Okay, then I think the books we'll see. This again is a amazing book which is for pure economy, but as I told, it might be more important for prelims, okay, or if you have any optional related to economy, it might be important. But for GS3 paper, if you need a textbook, I will recommend this textbook because it has segregated all the GDP, national income, budget, or maybe WTO, international bodies, everything. It has separate chapters, so that way it is important. But questions need not be like totally from this thing, okay, because it's pure core theory part. Because as I told, questions are coming more of dynamic nature, okay. You can get the theory from here, but ultimately you need the newspapers also. This again, as a publication, I am showing every time because they are one book I like, so that's why I am showing this books also. If people are there who don't prefer magazines of coaching, coaching institutes, or don't prefer YouTube videos, for them they need a book, right? So that is why I am mentioning one book which I feel the best. Okay, so that way you can get this book. Otherwise, these two books are just like, it's not mandatory; it's just recommendation. Okay, but ultimately you need to solve all the previous year papers from this book, which I always tell you, and the news. Okay, whatever comes in news has been asked. That there is no what is the second thought about it. It's always come every year. GS3 is the most dynamic paper and the most current also. Everything from current affairs is picked up and asked. Okay, I think in medical, I think the stem cell research was asked. Okay, that was a question which came last year. So we'll see that. Agriculture, as I told, the most number of questions have come from here. So we'll start with that. So first question, it's about revolutions. Okay, you know, green revolution, evergreen revolution, lot of things are happening. So how all these revolutions have helped in poverty alleviation and food security in India? A very broad question you can tell, very generic. You have to tell things from like over the years, subsequent governments and all. So that is the 10-mark question which came 2017. Then major reason for declining rice and wheat yield in the cropping system. How crop diversification is helpful to stabilize the yield of the crops. So it's like a crop diversification. They are asking the more number of crops you need to do, or why existing things are declining. That kind of the cropping pattern. Okay, that's also exactly from the syllabus only. So 2017, two questions which is attemptable. Okay, it's not like it's like you are totally blank about it, but you have to work on it. 2016. It's all, I think, water related, water use efficiency, micro irrigation, one question came, and this allelopathy. This thing is like one question which if you don't know, or if you did not hear the term, then you have to leave it, no other go. Okay, it's something like a plant will be exhibiting, I think, the chemical thing. Okay, they will be emitting some chemical things or something which will be helpful for the growth of some other plant, something like that. Okay, it's something related to chemical and biology. Okay, allelopathy, try to find out. So that is one question which came. And land reforms, one term in the syllabus, land reforms in agriculture development, identify the factors. Okay, then again agriculture, here it is Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. So a scheme you can tell. Okay, salient features, they have directly asked 12.5 marks. So you have to tell the crop insurance sector how it is going on, whether it is going fine or whether the previous scheme was better than this, or whatever you know about the scheme, you have to tell. Okay, the provisions of the scheme. So 2016, if you see 4 questions. Okay, and one question, if you don't know, or if you did not hear, you cannot even attempt. Okay, now 2015, again 4 questions. So here is about livestock rearing, something different, and which came only once, I think. And here again land holdings in India. Okay, so land reforms, now you would have, by this now you would have got like it is important. Okay, again pros and cons they are asking about leasing and all these things in agriculture. Then here how digital India will help in this agriculture productivity. Okay, that you know, like now even in the most of the schemes our government is stressing on digitizing everything. Everything is connected to either satellite or everything is there which is digitally monitored. Okay, so that is why this becomes important, and they asked it exactly when the scheme came. They asked that question also. So that's what I told. If it is a news, it will be asked. Then direct benefit transfer, and again you know, like for fertilizer subsidy it is there, for kerosene subsidy it is there, and it is like being introduced for more and more things. So again direct benefit transfer is important. Okay, 2014 again APMC, always important for prelims also. Multiple types question has come. Agriculture produce market committees. Okay, now even new things have come. You should know how it is related to NABARD, how the long term irrigation fund is there, how all these things, everything is interconnected. Okay, so you should know about everything. Here again rural credits survey. Okay, the financing for agriculture. Okay, you know, rural India is still dependent, like even though banking they are depending, they depend on the money lenders also, and all those debt trapped which they fall into. Okay, that ultimate story, the cycle of the agriculture financing. So that thing they are focusing. Okay, that you have to elaborate on based on whatever is asked. Okay, but the whole crux is that thing. Okay, agriculture finance. 2013, 3 questions. Again food security bill, hunger and malnutrition. This again we saw in the GS2 paper also. Hunger, poverty, malnutrition. Lot of questions have come there also. Okay, so it becomes important. Again WTO, at least if you see 5-10 questions we would have seen when we analyzed this last 5 years of paper in multiple papers. We have seen WTO at least 5 or 10 times. Okay. Again, agriculture subsidy, so it's again important. WTO subsidy, WTO, this agreement on agriculture is there. Then they have that amber box, green box, blue box concept. Okay, that's again important, because in the recent WTO in Argentina which happened, there also it was a failed talk, you can tell. Okay, because India had some particular stand, but other developed countries had other particular stand. So all these are always in the news, right from the Doha development of 2001, now 2018, 17-18 years, it's always there in the news, and repeatedly it is asking questions. Now land reforms, I think in the same slide we saw at least 3 or 4 times land reforms and agriculture productivity and all these things. Okay, so definitely you have to prepare this and go, a question can repeat. Okay, so I hope agriculture now you would have got the importance and what kind of questions they are asking. Okay, schemes, irrigation, land reforms, credit society, or direct benefit transfer, subsidy, APMC, I think almost every aspect they have covered. Okay, so agriculture is very, very important. Same way, now the other sectors we'll see: industry, manufacturing and services. So 2017, 2 questions, again failure of manufacturing sector in achieving the goal of labor intensive exports. So again the manufacturing versus the labor intensive sectors, okay, that they are asking you a comparison and asking you how like the failure of that you have to account for it. I mean, you have to discuss or justify or whatever. Okay, then industrial growth rate has lagged behind the overall growth of gross that is GDP in the post-reform period. Okay, give reasons how far the recent changes in industrial policy are capable of increasing the industrial growth rate. So now you know, like we are like having this Make in India, manufacturing is being boosted. So all those things they are asking. Okay, the comparison between that growth and the GDP rate, because we know GDP we are anyway on the higher side, we are increasing. Okay, fastest growing economy and all we are becoming, but the industry and industrial growth compared to that thing is being asked to. And if you see here 7 plus 8, like that, they have exactly split and give. So they have given that way, you should exactly write it that way also, because now if you see the second part is having more mark, the second part should have more number of words. Okay, that's how you should split it. It's not like the first one you will write like pages and pages, and the second part you will write just 2 lines. Then the examiner won't give you mark, okay, for both the things. So that is why you should notice these things also. 2016 question was not there. 2015 special economic zone, again it was in news at that time, you know, tax holiday and all is given for this thing for 3 or 5 years and all. So it is generally asking about the entire thing of SEZ, okay, how it works and how it is instrumental. So that again 12.5 marks. 2014 this thing is a like thing which you all know, like every country it will shift from agriculture to industry and then later to service, but India directly jumped from agriculture to services. And you know our GDP also at least 3/4 or 2/3 of it, okay, 2/3 of it is fully services. Okay, industry is very poor, you can tell. So that now it is changing. So 2014 at that time, before our Make in India or whatever, that time the situation they are asking, okay, can India become a developed country without a strong industrial base? Okay, so now this context, I mean 2018 if you ask it will be changing, because now we have a more focus for industry as well. Okay, now right to fair compensation and transparency in land acquisition, rehabilitation is an act, okay, an act in 2013 because it was in news that time, which came into effect this particular date. They are asking what are the key issues. It's actually explaining that act, so this will not repeat. Okay, but similar any act which is there in news now related to agriculture, land holding or industry, anything, it can be asked. Okay. Next one, in a globalized world, intellectual property rights. Okay, IPR, you know, TRIPS and all those things. It is like repeatedly in the news. And with prelims, we got a very detailed question also. Like in this particular date, it came into force. Okay, they just changed the year. I think 2017 it came into force, and they put a statement like it came into force in 2016. So that much detailed question has come for IPR and TRIPS and all. So you should know each and everything about these things. Okay, IPR, copyrights, patents, because copyrights, patents and all is there in GS2 paper also. Okay, so it's important. Again, 4 questions. So it's one is in CSR, you know, corporate social responsibility, always in the news. Then here, impact of liberalization on companies owned by Indians. Again, the same thing, only liberalization, privatization and all. When you learn, these all things will come together only. Okay, so it's not like you have to study separate or something. It's all in one particular answer only you will get it. And FRP, composite material, okay, how are they manufactured? So it's again a specific question. So if you don't know what it is, then you cannot answer that. So such questions are also coming, but no other go. Either we have to prepare too much or we have to ignore such questions, because it's not necessary that all 20 questions you will be knowing perfect or you will be able to complete it. Okay, because you will get only 7 or 8 minutes per question, and surely maybe 16 questions you can write it well. So you have to choose, or you have to decide in the exam hall which 16 you will write, and make sure that you get the cutoff mark with that itself. Okay, the rest whatever you write should be kind of bonus. Okay, then 2005, I think section 3D of Indian patent law. So again, if you see patent, okay, it has come repeatedly 2013 and 14. Okay, after that I think it did not come, but 2018 we cannot predict anything because this copyright and all, I think recently only the ministry has been changed from HRD ministry to something else, I think commerce ministry or something. So things like that, when it happens, UPSC will not ask that particular fact directly. Instead, something related to that they will ask. That is why it is important. So hope you got a clear idea of industry, services, manufacturing, what kind of questions have come in the 5 years, okay, last 5 years. Medical. So as you see, only like it's not like frequent, but questions are from the news, okay. Stem cell therapy, as I told, okay, it's in the news. They are asking directly, it's in the news, so describe it, okay. They are asking directly to describe the advantages of it. 2015, traditional knowledge, you know, Indian traditional knowledge and all, which even other people are getting patent and then working on it. So how can we store that, and how can we have the digital library and database and all, and overall thing, how should we manage it? Okay, discuss the pros and cons of making this database publicly available under open source licensing. So that thing, if you know this concept, then this question is a direct question only. Here, without doctor's prescription, when you are giving antibiotics, I think this multi-drug resistance and all those things will come here. Okay, here again WHO related lot of things are going on. I think it's called GLASS or something. Actually, something of WHO is going on. Okay, related to this thing, like you take antibiotics for each and everything, and then your body lose all the resistance and immunity, and then you, I mean, whatever microbes or whatever is that, they are kind of what is they used to these things, okay, so they don't get affected by these things. So that kind of thing is asked. This is actually not very unusual thing or something, because it has come time and again, it has come in both prelims and mains, so you will be familiar with this, but it's a question of 2014, okay, so not sure if it will repeat or not. Fixed drug combination, again a direct question if you have learned this particular topic. So when such thing comes, there is no other go. If you have heard about it, if you have learned about it, then you can do it, else you have to leave it, okay. Food processing, again 2-3 questions in this particular paper, but in other papers questions have come, okay. So this is like, if you see a very detailed question, it is asking about the cost effective small processing unit, how it will be helpful to uplift the socio-economic status. So you have to tell what it is and how it will help. And again subsidies, cropping patterns, farmers, crop insurance, overall the entire thing, okay. The whole journey of cropping they have asked, okay, 250 words. So you can write a lot of stuff here, but you have to organize it well. For that you need to practice. Then here again marketing and supply chain management, and it is linking that to e-commerce also. Can e-commerce help in overcoming these bottlenecks? Okay, so whatever problem was there, whether e-commerce can help it, okay, online thing. So that is what they are asking. 2013 again, I think pink revolution, yeah, promote the pink revolution food industry for ensuring better nutrition and health, critically elucidate the statement. So it's like kind of direct, everything is direct only. If you learn food processing from any textbook or any source, you can answer any of these questions, okay. Savings, growth, inclusion. So now we are going closer towards a proper economy, okay. So here India's potential growth, savings rate is the most effective one. Do you agree? What are other factors available for growth potential? So these kind of things, where you will get it is from the economic survey. Okay, economic survey has pages and pages written over all these topics, whether savings rate, investment rate, or bank rate, anything which is dealing with money. You will get good statistics data from the economic survey. So that is why it becomes important to read economic survey. Anyway, statistics you will get from our economics MCQs also. Anyway, one PDF will be dedicated to economic survey and budget alone. So 100 MCQs you will get, 100 facts you will learn, okay, more than 100 facts you will learn in our PDF. Salient features of inclusive growth. So direct question about this term which is there in the syllabus. Has India been experiencing such a growth process? Analyze and suggest measures for inclusive growth. So it's 2017 question, okay, so it becomes important. 2016 again Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, we saw already that Fasal Bima Yojana was used. Again Jan Dhan Yojana, this is financial inclusion. So it was a predicted question that time because it was in news. Even in prelims it came at 2016 only, prelims question it was there, okay. Then inclusive growth again, okay, so it's all repeating. Then reduction of employment in the formal sector is increased informalization detrimental to development. So formal informal setup, okay, this concept also if you learn you can answer this. These are all not like things which you did not hear, it's all things which are there in the news, and you should ideally prepare, okay. A serious UPSC aspirant will definitely prepare all these things. Just make a note of it. 2019 students, just make a note of all these things, because you might not have been familiarized with these topics, or you are yet to begin your studies and all. But as I told, when you do that Arihant publication, all the topics, everything you will be learning, and within 1 week you will be on par with the previous students also, 2018, 17, whoever. Okay, so that is why I am telling you the right method to start the preparation. Now again, economic growth. jobless growth. Okay, jobless, like somewhere here also similar thing was there. Okay, growing potential, lack of employability and all. So same thing, they have jobless growth. And here Make in India. So scheme, as I told, so here they're linking Make in India with Skill India. Okay, that is also one thing in GS3 you will notice. They will link things too much that you cannot segregate under a particular topic alone. Okay, I'll show more questions later. They will, like as I told, Digital India, they linked with agriculture. Okay, so like that they can take two extreme things and put it together based on what government is doing now. Okay, so that also you have to make sure. India's demographic dividend is actually 2018 also it is predicted, because all the time it is there in news. Okay, because you know Japan and all the countries, like their population is getting aged. Okay, they have that's why they are having little more what is a liberal inward policy. They are ready to take more and more people. I think 2 days back also Hindu news article was there where Japan is, I think, opening up to, I think, 5 lakh people from outside. Foreign employees can enter, and they cannot come with their family or something, but they have to enter there and they can work. Okay, for 5-year contract kind of thing, because Japan is in short of young people. Okay, but on the opposite side, India has a lot of young people. By 2030 or 35, I think they have predicted in this thing economic survey, they have given that correct number, like these many crores of people. Okay, I think 50 crore, 60 crore people will be full of youth. Okay, so youth people in India can contribute. Okay, this is the, like, whatever Japan or whatever countries who became developed now, they once upon a time they had invested in this human resource. Okay, that is exactly what this government is trying to do. It's Make in India, Skill India, Digital India. Okay, you know, everyone is being made digitally literate. They are being forced to participate in the governance and all these things, because this human resource has to be tapped in the right way at this time, because this is the time when India can get into that developed countries slot. Okay, even Rajya Sabha had a debate I think yesterday night. Okay, the video name itself was like that: the countdown begins for India to enter into developed country. Okay, so you should know all these things, have a holistic coverage of things. Okay, I think, sorry, one more question was there. Capitalism. Capitalism has guided the world economy to unprecedented prosperity. However, it often encourages short-sightedness and contributes to wide disparities between the rich and the poor. So again, that disparity, you know, rich gets richer, poor gets poorer. So that capitalism concept, okay, they are asking for. It's again something which students will prepare, nothing very unusual. Okay, so that's about this slide. Next we'll see things where things have been repeated. Okay, the proper economy, transport, infrastructure, PPP. Okay, sorry about this. I think it did not come in that animation. Okay, so here airports 2017, if you see PPP. Okay, airports under PPP, that model you have to explain. Okay, how it will, what are the challenges and how it will go. Then 2016 smart cities and this Pura and rural mission. This exact scheme I showed you in the other video, the previous video which I uploaded. This exact thing was asked. Okay, this Pura mission, it was asked. So if you see, it's like not specific to one particular paper. Then FDI. Okay, so we saw one PPP and one FDI. Again you will see. Okay, the same thing I'll show you. So they are asking basic, okay, what is FDI and what is the significance of it. Then here gold import. Okay, this gold monetization scheme. So again one more scheme which is related to economy. So next one again PPP. Okay, PPP, long gestation infrastructure. It's overall whatever way the sentence is framed, right? They are asking this PPP concept only. Okay, so that is a PPP here. If you see, I think 2 times it came and FDI came once. Now again FDI. Okay, second time. And civil aviation. So if you see, airport came and again civil aviation came. So these sections are repeating. So now you cannot skip FDI, you cannot skip PPP, you cannot skip anything related to airport. Okay, it will come again. Here again FRBM also in prelims, mains, everywhere questions are coming. FDI, okay, detailed question about FDI came. This year also FDI, we are sure one question will come. Okay, then money laundering, okay, serious threat. This we can put it under this security things also, but because it's money related, I put it here. Okay, money laundering issue. Then here again PPP. Overall, if you count, 3 times we have seen PPP question and 3 times we have saw FDI question. Okay, so things are there. Even though they have vast syllabus, I don't know why they are repeating the same thing again and again. They'll just take that same word and put it under different context. Okay, but the overall concept or theory part will be same. So 5 marks, 6 marks is something which is repeating every year. Okay, so prepare for all these things. Space, as I told, no much questions were there, but right from 2015 the trend started, and at least one question they are asking every year. Okay, 2017 2 questions, one is Chandrayaan mission and MOM, because it was a great achievement also for India, and now you know Chandrayaan 2 is also going to come, so questions can repeat. Then what they are mainly asking is this this manned space mission. Okay, what are the challenges and why India is not able to do that manned mission now, manned space mission. Then here nuclear science and technology, one question. So one space and one nuclear, that is what came in 2017. 2016 discuss India's achievement in the field of science and tech. So it's a general question. Okay, the overall space, science, tech, what all achievements India did over the years. 2015, this thing, standard positioning system, you know, GPS, because IRNSS was launched, 7 satellites. This year 2018 prelims, detailed question came, like what is the coverage of it, how many satellites are used, which orbit the satellite is there. They went into too much detailing and some students found it difficult, but the options were in such a way that you could have eliminated choices. Okay, so again, if you see, trend has started from 2015 and it is increasing. Okay, this trend is what I am trying to teach you by all these videos. Okay, so you have to focus on the space missions from now. Definitely 1 or 2 questions will come in 2018 and 19. Rivers, actually river Ganga, actually every year I think 1 question has come related to Ganga. Okay, river linking. Okay, here generic question, river linking, because you know it is there in the news, Krishna, Godavari, or even I think in Gujarat side there are some things, I am not recollecting the name. Okay, Daman, or I don't remember. Okay, Maharashtra also one linking is there, and Narmada Tapi also one linking is there. So 3 linking projects, kind of central South India, you can tell, which is going on. Okay, which is going at the fastest pace. That's why I told those 3 names. But overall, we have lots of projects. Okay, lots and lots of river linking projects are going on. Then again here human settlement is again environmental impact. Okay, so environment, if you see till now I showed you a lot of questions, environment nothing was there. So here environment 1 question is there about again projects and how the humans can be rehabilitated. The same question we saw in ethics, we saw in GS2. So it's a generic thing which you have to definitely prepare. Okay, if some dam is coming or if something is coming. Okay, now even this river linking, you can tell river linking or the Ken Betwa and all, the Panna Tiger Reserve will be submerged. Okay, so what is the human rights or the animal rights people? These people all will come forward, and those kind of impact we have to see. So that is, this question is about that. 2015, Namami Gange, I told Namami Gange, this national mission for cleaning Ganga, because you know when this government came, they scrapped all whatever was already there, and they made a new, fresh, very comprehensive kind of scheme. Okay, and it is working fine also. It will take some time, but anyway the scheme is going fine. Okay, so that related thing also can come. Okay, you should know like who is the chairman of this board, who is implementing, or how is the funding. All these things you should know about these schemes. 2013, again a hydroelectric project. Okay, directly asking what is this runoff river hydroelectric project. Okay, this is there in news. India, Nepal also projects are going on. India, China projects are going on. India, Bangladesh projects are going on. Okay, so you should know. Within India also there, but in news all those inter-country things are there. National water policy. So if you see some scheme or something, if it comes, okay, any topic, whether it be water, whether it be economy, it can be asked. Okay, in Polity also we saw that Whistleblowers Act was there, then Arbitration and Conciliation Act was there. These are all asked. IT Act was there. Okay, IT Act Section 66 was there. Then the Patent Act I showed you. So all the acts which are in news are being asked. Cyber is again very, very important. Every year some question will come. Okay, internet related. Okay, so discuss the potential threat of cyber attack and security framework to prevent it. Okay, direct question, cyber attack, what it is. Nanotechnology, question came in 2016, and again internet and social media. Okay, so these are all things we picked up directly from syllabus. So we cannot blame UPSC like they ask something weird or something, because it is their syllabus. It is your duty to learn at least one question about all these topics. 2015. Labor, I think it's for research. Okay, Propel Research in Premier Research Institutes for substantive and gainful innovative. So it's robots actually. Instead of this labor, they are using robots. So that kind of thing. So 1 year it was nanotech and another year it is robot. Okay, then cloud hosting. Okay, so like this, if you see, questions are not repeating. Okay, so that is one trend you need to notice. Okay, cyber, even the questions are repeating, trend is not repeating here, or questions are not repeating. Okay, the section alone is repeating. Cyber, one question will come, that we can tell as guarantee, but if you see, nanotech is not repeated, robot is not repeated, cloud hosting is not repeated. Okay, here again a digital armed force. Okay, they are telling like India should, like we have an army for the normal whatever we do, so in same way digital armed force should be there to prevent crime. So that is one suggestion or something which came at that time. It was in news, that is why it is asking for it. Okay, it won't come. Okay, again it won't come, the same thing won't come. 2014, science research in Indian universities is declining because a career in science is not as attractive as business professions. So you know, like in India, research programs or fellowships and all are less. Now recently, you know, in prelims also I would have taught you in my MCQs, like this Ramanujan fellowship is there, and I think more in biodiversity, genetic, all these areas. In the name of great scientists, this government has launched a lot of fellowships. Like people who are outside now in America or England or wherever, they can come back to India and they will be given grants of like lakhs of rupees, and they can do the research in India. Okay, 5 5-year kind of like scholarship we give to students. They are giving fellowship to these people, okay, so that the science research actually happens in India. Now the premier institutes are getting more and more competitive, you can tell. It is coming in range of the international institutes. Although it will take a long time, at least a step has been taken, okay. So this question is kind of that, okay. Scientific research is declining in India because the people prefer more to do like business or something. So that what is this thing, you have to critically comment on that statement, whatever statement is given. 2013, lot of questions, and it was all weird questions also. If you see here, this umpire decision review system in cricket match, right? That one they asked, okay, the technology of that thing, what do you understand, and how that silicon tape something, okay. So this thing, if you have not read any article, maybe that time 2013 it came in Yojana or it came somewhere else, they won't ask it. It came somewhere, so they asked the technicality of this. So if you don't know, 10 marks is like gone, okay, you cannot do anything. Then digital signature, okay, that also you know, like authentication now it's done by digital signature. So that also you should know what does it mean. Exactly asking what it is, okay. So it's a direct question, 5 mark only. Then 3D printing, okay, 3D printing technology. In 2018 prelims also a detailed question came, okay. Examples, 5 statements they gave and asked like which and all are examples of 3D printing. It was easy because the options were easy, okay, but the question was a little bit weird. So again, if you see, it's all weird questions, and here cyber warfare they are telling like it is more, what to say, larger or what to say, more troublesome than this Al-Qaeda terrorism and all. So again, ultimate question is about cyber warfare, not about Al-Qaeda, okay. I'll show you more questions, okay. ISIS and all they have asked, terrorism direct question they have asked. In the next section I'll show you. Again, social networking sites, okay. Here also I think here internet and social media. So 2013 question, if you are prepared, you would have got a lot of points which you could have applied in 2016. That's why I'm telling previous year papers, know the answers by heart of all these things, okay, and add points from current affairs. Now this one, insurgency, terrorism, violence, maximum, like lot of questions are coming. Like agriculture I showed you at the beginning of the video, this section also repeatedly questions are coming. 2017 if you see, the northeast insurgency, okay, because it's in the news, you know, Bodoland issue, Nagas issue, Sikkim issue, everywhere there are problems with the government, okay. Then the other one is mob violence. Mob violence in ethics also I showed you, one question came, okay. Mob violence, if you are a CEO of a company, how will you handle it? So again, violence, then here terrorism, grave challenge to national security, okay, and terror funding. So directly about terrorism concept, okay. Terrorism, mob violence and northeast. 2017, 3 questions. 2016, hot pursuit and surgical strike. You know, surgical strike was there in news. So question was predicted, but this much detailing they would do that we did not expect. So it came. So discuss the strategic impact of such action. Now terrorism is emerging as a competitive industry over the last few decades, and like, so if you see terrorism, both are same, okay. You almost same answer only you need to write, but they have framed the sentence in a different way. Border management, you know, border forces are there. We have the different kinds of forces, right? The border security forces there, CRPF is there, then Indo-Tibetan border forces there, India-China also, sorry, Indo-Tibetan is for India-China only. Then I think more are there, Assam rifles are there for India-Myanmar border. So there are different kinds of border security forces which is mentioned in our syllabus, and you should know about the border management, okay. Even the border roads organization where they create the roads and all, you need to know because it is in news that tunnels are coming up, the highways are coming up, lot of new things, okay. Longest bridge, tallest bridge, all these things are coming up in Kashmir and northeast states, okay. So it's becoming very important for this year's mains exam. Then 2015, AFSPA also, you know, 1958 if you see, if you calculate, I think 60 years this year, okay. So it can again come, okay. Question came, detailed question came, but you have to know about AFSPA definitely. In my prelims also multiple questions I have put for AFSPA, so you will have a general understanding, but practice so that you can write a 150-word answer, okay. Then again here religious indoctrination, okay, ISIS, okay. Through religion, you know, even in I think south states and all, Kerala and all, there have been like recruitment into the ISIS, okay, based on like everyone are taken like you will be what to say, the ultimate thing is religion. They are showing the benefits or whatever, like you are doing this for this your God, and you will get the day of judgment, you will be able to answer your God. These kind of stupid things are there in almost every religion. I am not telling any specific religion, but ISIS, you know, it is related to the Islam religion. So the terrorists are making use of it and just twisting the actual, because religion is actually for peace, okay, and everybody follows it truly, but people who are like crazy behind this terrorist concept, they are using religion as a tool to recruit more and more people. So that exactly UPSC usually don't ask religion related questions, but not sure why they asked it a 12 marker in this thing, okay, 2015, okay. At interview and all, they won't ask anything related to religion or any extreme that kind of things, okay, which can create a controversy. They won't ask such things. Then is again this Naxalite, okay, left-wing extremism, you know, that things, Maoist and all these things. It had been declining, but again you see like each and every day in newspaper you will see like these many CRPF Jawans have died. So there are things still going on, and India is not like totally out of it. So that question came in 2013, and 2018 it can again come, okay, because after demonetization also that they were like deprived of funding and all those things are there. So it is repeatedly in news right over the years, okay, all the years. 2014 again religious and ethnic society, so again radicalism, okay, they are telling same thing. Here they were like directly pinpointing ISIS, here telling they are like generally, okay, radicalism and religion relation. Then trans-border, okay, trans-border also, you know, like from Bangladesh people are entering, from Nepal is still fine, but Bangladesh, Pakistan and all, this entering thing and cross ceasefire and all those things happening. So that migrants issue, this year migrants, Assam migrants issue will come. I think one question will come because of Assam Accord 1985, which is there repeatedly in Hindus, Indians, any newspaper you take, Assam Accord has been done in detailed editorial, so a question can come. And here it's about, I think, the piracy limit, okay, I think the longitude was shifted from 65 or something, 65 degree to 78 degree. So how will it impact India? Okay, for this you should actually know where is this line lying, okay, you should know at least the left and right longitude levels of India, okay, and where is Africa located, where is the Horn of Africa, and from there the piracy issue in that Addis Ababa region or Ethiopia region, and Bab el Mandab Strait is there. So there and all this thing was there, but this longitude shift has been happened in 2012 because it was a current affair that time it was asked, okay, so exactly won't be asked, but still piracy question can come, okay, Somalia, Ethiopia and all those regions. Then China, Pakistan, I think it's about the CPEC corridor, okay, which now they are involving Afghanistan also, so it's again in the news now, and India is always against it. Even the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, which is the predicted question for 2018, there the recent summit, okay, where India became a full-time member and the first summit after that, India has still told like we are against China's One Belt One Road policy and we are against this whole thing, okay, CPEC thing. So India has taken that stand, so it was in news. 2013, Article 244, I think it's again this thing, fifth schedule, if it is not implemented properly, it will lead to this left-wing extremism. So it's again repeating, okay. Then internal security challenge, border management, it's a generic question again, porous borders, the same thing, okay, here we saw migrants coming in, so porous borders are there, like Nepal and all, you know, people can go and come freely, so that kind of thing, okay. South Asia, Myanmar, this is specific to Myanmar, kind of southeast you can tell, okay. So 200 word question. So hope you got a clear idea of all the questions which has come from border security. And it has done extreme coverage also, almost every kind of question which can be asked is already asked, so either they have to repeat it or they have to invent something new, okay. Climate change, again in the recent years the trend is growing, okay. What is climate change? So it's a direct question, what is climate change and how it will affect Himalayan and coastal states. Then here renewable energy, I think this is light temperature, LED, okay, you know Ujala scheme was there, so that is why this question came. 2015, solar, or I think, yeah, solar energy, and what implication does the trend have for the thermal power producers? Okay, you know thermal, like coal industry is there, and now we are trying to shift slowly towards renewable energy. So that comparison, okay, drastic fall in equipment cost and tariff solar energy. So there are just comparison both. If you know both only, you can write this answer. 2014, carbon credit and UNFCCC, kind of international thing, okay. Paris climate change and all, you know, and Kyoto Protocol, you know, the carbon credit and all those things stuff. So it's asking a generic thing about the whole thing. Discuss with respect to India's energy needs, okay. So don't focus too much on international stuff. You have to focus is with respect to India. Then environmental impact assessment, okay. Till now, if you see, a pure environment question has not come, okay. A river related one question was there, and here environment impact assessment is there, okay. So discuss this thing again, coal fired thermal plants, okay. 2013, India's green energy corridor. And this is illegal mining, and I think coal will be there, forest and yeah, coal mining sector, okay. So these are all there because it was in the news, okay, this go and no go zone and all, that time it was there. Now they won't ask this word, but they will again ask about this mining and all, because mining policy has been recently amended and all. So mining act, what it is and how it is causing disaster, how it compensation is being given, all those stuff you need to know, okay. The bidding, the help is there, hydrocarbon policy is there, okay. Such things are not asked, so it can repeat, it can come, okay. 2018 it can come. Disaster management, again one problem here is like they don't ask disaster which came in news, okay. Like last time I think they asked tsunami, okay, tsunami which happened in 2004. They could have asked anything like cyclone is there, cloudburst is there, forest fire is there. These things are happening across India, but they did not ask it. Instead they asked tsunami, okay. 2016, again urban floods and NDMA. NDMA, every year one question will come definitely, okay. Here also if you see NDMA, okay. And this urban floods, it was in news, okay. Chennai floods were there. 2015, earthquakes. 2014 again NDMA, something detailed question about how it is recognized as a disaster, the whole process, and here El Nino La Nina is there, okay, because that drought problems are going on these 2-3 years. 2013 again pre-disaster management. You should relate Indian with the international one also, the Hyogo framework or the Sendai framework and all, which is there in news, okay, because it's 2015 to 30 I think the timeline, so it will be kind of current affair only, so it has to be dealt with. Budget, this is the last topic I think, and budget only 3 questions have come. That's why you may need to read it for prelims and to get the statistics, but direct question from budget is not coming. Okay, so here if you see it's 2017 budget, transform, energize and clean, because that phrase was too much in the news, even the Prime Minister was going on telling it, it is asked. 2016 gender budgeting, okay. 2013 tax expenditure and how it is impacting the budgetary policies, and here GST, okay. So if you see GST, it is 2013, the previous government that time when they initially had the idea, that time it came. Now GST is even implemented, so maybe much more detailed question can come. Okay, so budget related only these kind of questions, and it's very less. Okay, like maximum out of 250, 15 marker is coming, not more than that. So it's up to you how much to focus on this. So analysis based on whatever we saw now. FDI, PPP, I told you, repeating 3-4 times. Agriculture industry, lot of questions. Patents, even act is asked. IPR is important. Climate change. This is the order. Okay, I put it in the priority order. So whatever you see first, you have to do first. One disaster. Okay, every year one disaster will come, but need not be from the news. The insurgency, Kashmir, Northeast, LWE, that is left-wing extremism, cross-border religion, terrorism. Okay, repeated questions have come. Cyberspace, internet. Then growth, savings, and all I showed you, that inclusive growth, jobless growth, and all those stuff. Then science, nanotech, robotics have come. Biotech has to come. Then food processing, DBT subsidies again. Energy sector I showed you from almost coal, solar, everything question has come. Okay. Rivers I showed you, Ganga river and all. Interlinking of rivers I showed you. Then space missions, slowly now the trend has started. So maybe 2018 also it will come. Medical also, stem cell research I showed you. Then that fixed drug dose I showed you. Multi-drug resistance I showed you. Okay. Budget as I showed the last slide. Okay. A few questions which can be direct, but maybe maximum 15 marker will come. Okay. So anything in news in the above topics is much important for you, because nothing, all the questions which I showed you, it is not solvable from a single textbook. Okay, it has to be learned from news and applied in the exam hall. Okay, so hope I am clear. Now since we have covered all the 4 papers, I'll just show you the upcoming plans from our channel also. Before that, new people, they still don't know like what all we have already. Okay, so I'm just telling, we have this spectrum completely digitized. Okay, 20 chapters, the most elaborate one in the whole YouTube you will find. Okay, even now simply anyone type spectrum, my channel will come on top, because that I have worked too much and I have covered extensively. So spectrum, you can rely on this. Okay, NCERT class 6 to 10 of geography and history both have been detailedly done and uploaded. Class 11-12 I am like, it is in pipeline. Okay, we'll do it in next month. Then free sample MCQs, hundreds of them are there. Our test series, you know, like it's over like 65 tests, so 6,500 MCQs. Out of that, more than 100 as a sample, it is there. Okay, so please don't come and ask for free PDF or free sample PDF, because from directly from there only screenshot is taken and put it in the YouTube. Okay, mains guidance, a lot of videos are there. This video also will go into that particular playlist only, mains guide. Okay, then beginner's guide is there. There is something called the Road to Mussoorie. There is a playlist. Please go watch that. At least 3-4 videos are there where I walk through all the notifications, the various post IAS, IPS, IRS, all those things I have walked through. So who knows nothing about the exam can watch that Road to Mussoorie playlist. Okay, then request is like just continue. Okay, continue giving us the support, because I know most of students are there on my WhatsApp already. So what happens is when anything is like they like it or something, they are coming to WhatsApp and telling, but in YouTube there is no likes, there is no comments. So it's not like I earned something out of this like or comment. But one good thing, if when a newcomer comes to our channel, at least when they see this, they will feel like, okay, this is worth watching. Okay, if there is no likes or comments, but students are coming and personally telling me like it is good, it may be like I feel happy, but we won't grow. Okay, so if we need to grow and we need to become like any other educator which is there who are doing excellent job across the YouTube, we also need to show people like how we are doing. Okay, so I am ready to anyway continue my lectures and all those things, but you also try to contribute through these like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever you need to do. Okay, subscriber count has been increasing. Actually before June, this prelims date, it was just 6,000, and now within next I think 10 days only, like prelims is over, now I think 15 days. In 15 days now the subscriber count is about 10,000. Okay, so 4,000 people have joined our page. So I appreciate that thing, but please continue it. I am not telling like nobody has done it, but please continue it. So again, it helps us, as I told, same thing. Okay, so upcoming plans. Okay, analysis of GS papers are done. So what I'll do is essay papers also I'll do a same analysis and give you the trend. English paper also I'll do you. Hindi paper also I'll show you, but not other languages. Okay, English, Hindi, and essay maybe we can discuss. And then Satish Chandra medieval I have started, and July month it will continue. Okay, like in I think maybe 1 or 2 weeks I'll take and I'll complete the whole textbook. R.S. Sharma also almost 20 chapters are done. Maybe I think 6 or 7 chapters are left, and it's all like very easy chapters also. Gupta dynasty or post Gupta, which is very easy to do. That also I'll be doing, and it will be in July. Okay, because now we are working on our test series. Mains test series also will launch in maybe 2-3 days. Almost we have got a lot of questions and content, but we'll just try to summarize in a video. Okay, before we even launch the price schedule and all, we want to give you free 2-3 questions and answers that we are working on. Okay, maximum 2 days. I think we'll try to come up with one video. Okay, Ramassing economy also one playlist is there with 2-3 things I have done. Just like Spectrum, I have made slides. Okay, not like scrolling through the PDF. So Ramassing economy I continue, not fully because everything is not needed for UPSC. Whatever is needed I will continue, but everything after July. Okay. Then NCERT again, class 11 and 12 has not been done. So Polity, Economy, Geography, History, class 11 and 12, which is important for UPSC, will be done slowly and steadily. Please don't keep on asking like when it will be done. If I tell I will do it, I have always done it. Okay, so please wait until it is uploaded. Okay, and I think enrollments. Okay, enrollments is in progress, and we have got good response already. And last week, I think Saturday, Sunday, we gave the bonanza also, and a lot of enrollments came just because of that. So maybe we'll try to give in frequent intervals of some things also based on the enrollment ratio. Okay, but anyway, the cost I told you 2,000 rupees or something discount is already given. 8,100 is something is the total rate, but we are giving it for 6,799 this month. Okay, June month if you enroll, you will get it for 6,799, and that will be the best buy. That is our guarantee, because overall all static and dynamic from August 2016 to May 2019 you are going to get. Till your June prelims you will be getting MCQs. Okay, monthly PDF you will get. So try to enroll to that. I think in the next slide you will have that thing. Okay, same thing, just pause it and watch. I am not going to read it. Playlist is also there. This playlist, if you go, hundreds of MCQs you will get. Okay, free. You can see all the MCQs and judge the standard. Anyway, with my content and my lectures, I am sure you will be knowing at least what quality and what genuinely we are doing to, or we are trying to convey to you students. Okay, so continue watching our videos. I'll come up with the next video soon. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.